Get ready, Nintendo fans. The Switch 2 is almost here, and it's bringing some serious heat to the gaming world. But what about those AAA games that haven't made their way to the Switch yet? Don't worry, we've got the inside scoop on 20 epic titles you'll soon be able to play on your brand new console. Stick around to see what's coming and how it'll change your gaming experience.
I did not sign up for this! Brace yourself, Zoe!
Split fiction. You ever wonder what happens when two authors get trapped in their own stories? Well, in split fiction, you're about to find out, but trust me, it's not another stuck-in-a-book scenario. Here's the deal. Mio Hudson and Zoe Foster, two authors with different creative worlds, end up connected to a machine that's supposed to steal their ideas. Yeah, a real friendly setup, right? The two characters, trapped in a virtual mishmash of their own stories, need to team up and use their wild abilities to escape. From fighting dragons with laser swords to navigating a dystopian sci-fi wasteland, you'll need to be as clever as these two to break free. As for the plot, the duo must dodge mind-bending glitches as they journey through their own imaginations. Oh, and don't forget about the big bad, Raider Publishing's CEO, who's not exactly a fan of letting these ideas go free. By the end of it all, it'll be a battle between imagination and reality, with a healthy dose of emotional growth thrown in. Each level is unique, offering new mechanics, and the side stories? They're like little bonus adventures that make you dive into unfinished, wacky ideas from their past. This game is out for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series XS. For Switch 2, mark your calendars for June 5, 2025 to play this masterpiece.
Professor Weasley! We don't know what magic caused this.
Hogwarts Legacy. Ah, the magic of Hogwarts. It's finally coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5, 2025. Set in the 1800s, well before Harry Potter's time. Yes, we're getting a little historical magic here. Hogwarts Legacy lets you live out your wildest wizard fantasies. You'll customize your own magical student, learn spells, brew potions, and of course battle some dark wizards along the way. The plot? You're not just following some predetermined story. No. You decide the fate of the wizarding world, with your choices affecting everything around you. Think of it like a Hogwarts version of Choose Your Own Adventure, but with a lot more broom flying and spell casting. There's also a ton of new features in the game, including photo mode, perfect for those I'm on my broomstick selfies, and talent resets, which let you change your character's abilities. But that's not all. The game's latest update brings you access to the Haunted Hogsmeade Shop quest, which unlocks an additional dungeon and some sweet cosmetic items like the Azkaban prisoner uniform. And let's not forget the glasses that lived. Yes, you can rock those iconic specs in-game. As for the big plot points, you'll be exploring the magical world, making allies and battling the dark forces, all while your character unravels the mystery of why they're so special. As for the emotional payoff, well, your legacy is in your hands, so choose wisely.
Agent 47 can infiltrate anywhere by finding unconventional paths, usurping an identity, or old-fashioned brute force. And sometimes, all you need is an invitation.
Hitman World of Assassination. Agent 47 is coming June 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2. This one is also already out for PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PC, Nintendo Switch, and PSVR 2. Agent 47 has been around the world, leaving a trail of silent, well-aimed destruction, but now he's doing it with a little extra Nintendo flair. So what's all included? Well, we're talking the full trilogy, starting with Hitman from 2016, up through Hitman 3, which is a work of art. IGN even gave it a 9 out of 10. All of Agent 47's globe-trotting missions, contracts, escalations, and that nerve-wracking elusive target mode are here for your assassination pleasure. But wait, there's more. You'll also get the Freelancer game mode, a roguelike experience where you can live out your most creative Hitman fantasies, whether it's taking down bad guys in Paris or Tokyo or knocking off targets in, well, wherever the game takes you. But hold on to your rubber ducks. Here's the real fun. Pre-ordering this beauty gets you the Signature Pack, which includes Agent 47's red and white outfits, because apparently even a stone-cold killer needs a fashion upgrade, and some extra special Nintendo-themed gear. What's that? A mushroom and a golden wrench? Who knows what these will do, but expect some truly bizarre effects that could only belong in a world where assassins and Mario collide. And if you're going for the physical version, you'll get the Quack Pack. Yep, that's a Luigi-themed suit and a green rubber duck. Because why not?
You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. Elden Ring is finally making its way to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025. While FromSoftware has kept tight-lipped about the exact details of this version, the mere fact that it's coming to the Switch 2 has sent fans of the Elden Ring universe into a frenzy of excitement. If you haven't heard, Elden Ring is the open-world RPG that set the gaming world ablaze in February 2022. It is already out for PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, and PC since February 2022. And while the exact specs for the Nintendo Switch 2 version are still under wraps, fans are hoping it will deliver the same colossal experience with some magic dust sprinkled on top. Probably a good dose of Nintendo optimization. As for what you'll be diving into, well, it's still the same chaotic, brutally beautiful world of the Lands Between. With its unparalleled freedom, you'll be able to ride across vast landscapes, take on giant bosses, and probably die a whole lot. But hey, that's the Elden Ring experience. But let's not forget, this version is bringing even more to the table, thanks to the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC released in 2023, which upped the ante with new challenges and extended the wild story of this open-world beast. And speaking of more fun, FromSoftware is working on Elden Ring, Night Rain, a cooperative spin-off that's already making waves during early network tests. Can you imagine teaming up with a friend to take on the most brutal, unpredictable world in gaming? Absolutely terrifying, yet so tempting. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. The highly anticipated sequel to Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, took everything players loved about Hyrule and made it even bigger, bolder, and more breathtaking. This game is already released for Nintendo Switch, and the enhanced edition is coming for Switch 2 this June. The plot takes players on an emotional journey, as Link faces the mystery of the Zonai race and the ancient conflict with Ganondorf. After a dramatic battle, Link teams up with familiar allies, Sidon, Tulin, Yunobo, and Riju, as well as new allies who aid him on his quest to stop Ganondorf once and for all. The story leads to an unforgettable twist as Zelda transforms into the immortal Light Dragon, and Link must fight to bring her back to the surface and restore peace to Hyrule. One of the most exciting new features of Tears of the Kingdom is the Zonai devices, which allow players to build vehicles and other contraptions to aid in exploration and combat. Ultra Hand, Fuse, Ascend, Recall, and Auto Build give Link a host of new abilities that change the way players approach puzzles and battles. Want to build a flying vehicle to explore the sky? Go for it. Need to fuse a rocket to your shield to blast through the air? You can do that too. These mechanics bring a whole new level of creativity to the game, encouraging players to experiment and think outside the box. Borderlands 4. Coming this September 23rd for Nintendo Switch 2, Borderlands 4 is the largest and most open-ended Borderlands game yet. And yeah, say goodbye to loading screens. Yep, Gearbox has finally pulled it off, as you explore the vast, seamless world of Kairos. That's right, no more awkward pauses while you warp to the next location. Just jump into the action wherever you are. This one has been out for PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series XS, TBD. If you're familiar with the Borderlands franchise, you'll know what to expect. A first-person, looter-shooter experience with RPG elements. But Borderlands 4 isn't just about the same old mayhem. There's a grappling hook this time, and brand new vehicles to help you travel across the chaotic landscapes. Oh, and if you're really feeling brave, you can team up with 3 other players for some explosive co-op fun. It's going to be the most free experience in the series, with no planet hopping to limit your exploration like in Borderlands 3. Now, the plot. After Pandora's moon, Elpis, gets sent flying by Lilith. We really hope she meant to do that. It messes up the protective barrier on a new planet, Kairos. The bad news? It's now under the control of the Timekeeper, a ruthless dictator with an army of synthetic followers called the Order. Your job, as the latest Vault Hunter, is to lead the resistance and go on a treasure hunt for some seriously secret alien goodies. It's up to you to save the day, all while shooting everything that moves and cracking wise with your crew. Project 007. Coming soon for Nintendo Switch 2, we all are super excited about Project 007. IO Interactive is bringing a brand new 007 adventure to the Nintendo Switch 2, and trust me, you're going to want to be ready. Project 007 is no rehash of the movie plots, thank goodness for that, but an entirely new origin story for James Bond himself. That's right, you'll get to witness how the world's most famous secret agent earns his 00 status from the ground up. Unlike previous Bond games that gamified films, IO Interactive is creating a completely original story. As head of IO, Haken Abrak mentioned, this new Bond is an all-new interpretation built specifically for gamers. The idea is to develop a story that can evolve over time, with the potential for a trilogy to give players a deep dive into the character's journey. Plus, this isn't the Bond you're used to. He's being molded for modern gaming, with a fresh take that players can really own. The details on the gameplay are still under wraps, but you can bet that you'll be stepping into the shoes of a young, gritty Bond, working your way through espionage, intense action, and some seriously slick spy gadgets. Whether it's chasing down enemies across cities or infiltrating high-stakes locations, this is set to be the Bond game fans have been dreaming of. Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion. Daemon X Machina is gearing up for an explosive return with Titanic Scion on the Nintendo Switch 2 in September 2025. The original game already gave us a wild ride with its vibrant, action-packed battles between massive mechs and enemies. Now, the sequel is taking things up a notch with even more customization, intense battles, and some seriously slick mechs. For those new to the franchise, the game's world is set in a future where a moon collision has turned artificial intelligence against humanity. Players take on the role of an Outer, a mech pilot with special abilities, tasked with protecting humanity from the chaotic war against the AI-controlled arms of immortals. It's all about customizable mechs, intense combat, and lots of rock and metal-inspired vibes. Whether you're flying solo or teaming up in online co-op, this game promises to be a no-holds-barred thrill ride. This game also has been out for Gen 1 Switch and Windows. Daemon X Machina also boasts a detailed customization system, letting players tweak their mechs with parts bought or collected during missions. If you thought your mech looked cool last time, get ready to take your customization to new levels in Titanic Scion. The game's hangar serves as your base where you'll deck out your mech, accept missions, and take the fight to the AI forces in a world that's both high-tech and wild. The new entry, Titanic Scion, builds upon the original with new features and improvements. Expect even more intense combat, a broader world to explore, and bigger, badder mechs. Street Fighter VI, making its way to the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5, 2025, and it's packing some exclusive features to make the fight feel even more epic. You've seen the crazy battles and wild characters on other consoles, but the Switch 2 version is bringing its own set of punches with local wireless play and a few new game modes that will keep you on your toes. This version will feature all the high-octane combat you expect from Street Fighter, and then some. It includes 60 FPS gameplay, which means it'll be as smooth as a Hadouken to the face, and crossplay, so you can fight against other players, no matter what platform they're on. Even if you're battling it out on the go or at home, you'll get the same fast-paced action. Plus, even if you're rocking a single Joy-Con, yes, even that tiny controller, you can still jump in and fight with either classic controls, or if you're feeling a bit fancy, modern or dynamic controls to suit your style. And it's not just about the punches. Street Fighter VI on Switch 2 is going all out with some party modes exclusive to the platform. There's Gyro Battle, which will probably involve some funky motion controls, because we all love shaking things up. And Calorie Contest, where you'll get to duke it out in a more lighthearted way. These new modes will be perfect for a fun, casual fight with friends. As for the special editions, the year's 1-2 Fighters Edition is a must for true Street Fighter fans, featuring the 8 post-launch characters from the first 2 years. And for those who love collecting, there will be new amiibo figures for the core trio, Luke, Jamie, and Kimberly, along with 22 amiibo cards representing each character. Prepare for a serious Street Fighter showdown in the palm of your hands. In 2023, this game was released for PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox Series XS, Windows. Now for Nintendo Switch 2 people, you all better mark your calendars for June 5, 2025. Duskbloods, FromSoftware exclusive. This next game is a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. That's right. FromSoftware is diving back into the gothic darkness we all know and love, this time with the Duskbloods, an exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 set to launch in 2026. The game was revealed during the recent Nintendo Direct event, and though the trailer was short, it gave us just enough to get our imaginations running wild. From what we've seen, the Duskbloods is steeped in gothic horror, with a mysterious knight at the heart of the story. The dark, brooding atmosphere suggests we're in for a world filled with deep lore, intense combat, and, as expected from FromSoftware, a world designed to challenge and captivate you. Fans of Bloodborne and Elden Ring are going to feel right at home here, but it looks like the Duskbloods is taking things to even darker depths, with hints of necromancy, cursed bloodlines, and deadly secrets lurking around every corner. Though not much about gameplay was revealed. If it follows FromSoftware's usual style, you can expect a brutal action RPG experience with tight combat, rich world building, and a narrative that'll pull you in through exploration and cryptic storytelling. And with the game being a Switch 2 exclusive, there's bound to be some unique features made just for that platform, perhaps even motion controls or some other innovative gameplay twist. It's time to prepare for the next FromSoftware journey into the unknown, with the Duskbloods set to haunt your dreams in 2026. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game's enhanced edition is coming out this 2025 for Nintendo Switch 2, although do note that you can still play this on Nintendo Switch. The sequel to Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, is an expansive action-adventure masterpiece that brings new powers, environments, and a gripping storyline. In this new chapter, Link must traverse the Sky Islands and the perilous depths beneath Hyrule to rescue Princess Zelda and prevent Ganondorf from wreaking havoc. As you explore Hyrule, you'll encounter 4 elemental temples, solve intricate puzzles, and battle fierce enemies, all while unlocking new Zonai devices like Ultra Hand and Fuse that allow for creative combat and exploration. For the enhanced edition, expect improved resolution, frame rate, and HDR support that brings the game's gorgeous world to life like never before. With these upgrades, you'll experience Hyrule in stunning detail, from the floating islands to the shadowy depths. The game also introduces a new spin-off, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which will give fans even more content.
Initiating combat mode.
Go!
Destination confirmed.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about!
Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. For the first time ever, Nintendo Switch 2 players will step into the streets of Night City in Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. Available on launch day, June 5, 2025. This Ultimate package includes the full base game and the thrilling Phantom Liberty expansion, delivering a complete Cyberpunk experience right at your fingertips. This edition is optimized to take full advantage of the Nintendo Switch 2's new features. Expect smooth gameplay across all modes, whether you're playing in handheld mode, docked, or on the go. With the Switch 2's touch controls, you can effortlessly tap, swipe, or pinch through menus and inventories, while gyroscope mode offers pinpoint accuracy for shooting and combat. If you're feeling adventurous, pick up your Joy-Con 2 controllers and experience motion controls in action during intense combat sequences. And if you're more of a precision player, the Joy-Con 2 mouse control will be there to give you the ultimate control. Available in both physical format on a 64GB game card or as a download from the Nintendo eShop, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition will let you dive deep into the dark future of Night City, filled with mercenaries, shady deals, and high-tech mayhem.
This will be a memory to cherish for the rest of your lives.
What have you done?
Final Fantasy VII Remake INTERGRADE. The legendary Final Fantasy VII Remake is finally making its way to the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025 with the INTERGRADE edition. This updated version brings the unforgettable RPG experience to the new console that will make you feel right at home in Midgar once again. Even if you're a newcomer or a longtime fan, this is the ultimate way to experience Final Fantasy VII Remake on the go. In INTERGRADE, you'll follow Cloud Strife, a mercenary caught up in a mission to take down Shinra, the corrupt corporation running Midgar and exploiting the planet's energy. Along the way, you'll join forces with iconic characters like Barret, Tifa, Aerith, and Red 13. Together, You'll fight through Shinra's monstrous creations, uncover dark secrets, and take on the infamous Sephiroth. The real-time combat system is exhilarating, allowing you to attack, block, and dodge with fluid precision, while strategizing with commands during battle. But that's not all. INTERGRADE also includes FF7R Episode Intermission, where you play as Yuffie Kisaragi, a skilled ninja on a mission to steal powerful materia from Shinra. This additional chapter brings new challenges and a fresh perspective to the story. With enhanced graphics, smoother textures, and portability for the Nintendo Switch 2, this edition takes Final Fantasy VII Remake to new heights.
A way to chart our future, carved into the earth itself. The lessons of one age foretell the next.
Sid Meier's Civilization VII. The next chapter in the legendary Civilization series is here. Sid Meier's Civilization VII is a 4X turn-based strategy game that lets you build and lead a civilization from the ground up. Expand your empire, cultivate technology, or wage wars. It's all about making key decisions that will shape the future of your world. In Civilization VII, you can choose from a variety of leaders, each with their attributes, and guide your civilization through the antiquity, exploration, and modern ages. Expect new gameplay mechanics, including the introduction of independent factions that evolve into city-states based on your interactions. The game's cultural depth is amplified with voiceovers narrated by Gwendolyn Christie and a partnership with the Shawnee tribe to ensure an accurate portrayal of Tecumseh. Alongside that, you'll enjoy a beautiful cinematic opening sequence, Rediscover Hope, and a powerful theme song, Live Gloriously, composed by Christopher Tin, featuring ancient texts sung in their original languages. This game is already out for other platforms, but for Nintendo Switch 2 players, Civilization VII will be available on June 5, 2025 as a launch title, and will feature enhanced graphics and smoother gameplay tailored to the console's hardware. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Get ready to experience the definitive edition of the critically acclaimed Yakuza 0, launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5, 2025. This edition packs all the excitement of the original, plus some shiny new content that will keep you coming back for more. New cutscenes, a red light raid online mode for up to 4 players, and a ton of unlockable characters are just the start. Plus, for those who like to get their hands dirty with language options, you'll have French, Italian, German, and Spanish text, along with an English voiceover. It's the ultimate way to dive into the chaotic world of Kamurocho. Originally released back in 2015, Yakuza 0 serves as a prequel to the first game in the beloved franchise. Set in 1988, you'll follow Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima, two iconic characters who navigate the seedy underworld of Japan's criminal underworld. The game combines serious themes with outrageously fun minigames and side quests, offering an unforgettable experience that's both gripping and over the top in the best way possible. If you haven't yet stepped into the world of Yakuza, this definitive edition is the perfect place to start. With a fantastic story, memorable characters, and plenty of action, it's no wonder Yakuza 0 is considered one of the best entries in the series. Donkey Kong Bananza. We all love an exclusive game, and this one is just that. Get ready to go bananas with Donkey Kong Bananza, the new 3D platformer launching exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2 on July 17, 2025. Though it won't be available at the launch of the Switch 2 in June, you won't have to wait long to dive into this vibrant, action-packed adventure. Inspired by DK's appearance in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Donkey Kong Bananza takes the iconic ape to new heights, literally. The game features a vast underground world where Donkey Kong smashes, climbs, and bashes through obstacles in his classic, energetic style. From scaling walls like a super-powered Link to digging into the ground with his fists, DK is more agile than ever, and the action is non-stop. Plus, fans of the classic series will love the old-school 2D platforming sections and thrilling minecart rides, making this game a perfect blend of new and nostalgic gameplay. The trailer shows off DK's incredible personality, and with fun, expressive characters in every scene, you'll be laughing as much as you're playing. So, while we'll have to wait just a bit longer after the Switch 2's release, Donkey Kong Bananza promises to be a wild ride for fans of 3D platformers and Donkey Kong lovers alike. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 + 4. The remakes of two of the most iconic Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games are back, and better than ever. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 + 4 is set to release on the Nintendo Switch 2 this July 11th, bringing high-flying, fast-paced skateboarding action to the next-gen console. This remake combines Pro Skater 3 and Pro Skater 4, both originally released in the early 2000s, with enhanced visuals, smoother gameplay, and new content. The gameplay keeps the core mechanics from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 + 2, adding a variety of tricks, combos, and challenges to keep things exciting. Players can expect to perform aerial stunts, grinds, and flips while completing objectives across a variety of levels. The game also features improved graphics with 4K resolution, enhanced textures, and more dynamic lighting. The Create a Skater and Create a Park modes allow for endless customization, letting players design their skater and build their dream parks. A standout addition is the Red Light Raid online multiplayer mode, supporting up to 8 players with cross-platform play. The game also includes a killer soundtrack featuring both classic tracks and new songs, as well as the highly anticipated Doomslayer and Revenant characters in the Deluxe Edition, perfect for those looking to add some extra flair to their skating experience.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. It's not a Nintendo console launch without a Zelda title, and the Nintendo Switch 2 is no exception. Announced during the latest Nintendo Direct, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment is set to release this winter as a prequel to Tears of the Kingdom. This action-packed game takes players back in time, focusing on Zelda and the ancient heroes of Hyrule as they battle against Ganondorf's forces. In Age of Imprisonment, you'll play as Zelda, Rauru, Sonia, Mineru, and other key figures from the past. The game explores what Zelda was up to after she traveled back in time, joining forces with the last remaining Zonai, including Rauru, his sister Mineru, who pilots a powerful mech, and his wife Sonia. Together, they fight to prevent Ganondorf from unleashing chaos across the land. The trailer showcases the unique abilities of these characters, including Zelda's magic, Rauru's cool sword spear combo, and Mineru's mech combat skills. Fans of Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity will likely appreciate the fast-paced action and story twists, as this prequel promises to take us on an unexpected ride through Hyrule's ancient history. Star Overdrive: Speed into the Unknown. A high-speed, action-packed adventure set on a distant alien world. You'll join Bios, stranded on a mysterious planet, and use your advanced hoverboard to navigate a vast open world filled with secrets, dangers, and plenty of challenges. With your trusty keytar in hand, Bios can unleash powerful musical abilities to battle enemies, bend the laws of physics, and solve complex puzzles. Explore abandoned ruins, perform gravity-defying tricks on your hoverboard, and gather resources to enhance your gear as you speed through diverse biomes. From ancient forgotten cities to hostile terrain, your journey is filled with relentless foes and creative puzzles. The game blends fast-paced exploration with strategic combat, offering an exciting experience where you're always on the move. Featuring vibrant visuals and a heart-pumping soundtrack, Star Overdrive lets you explore, survive, and race to uncover the planet's hidden secrets. Use your hoverboard to zoom across the world, perform stunts, and edge out enemies in thrilling battles. Will you survive the unknown and unlock its mysteries? Pre-order now to be part of the adventure when it releases on October 4th for the Nintendo Switch 2. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. The next chapter in the Metroid Prime series, bringing fresh psychic abilities and a new world to explore on the planet View-Rose. After the destruction of Phazon, Samus must fight for survival and confront powerful enemies, including the rival bounty hunter Sylux, in a battle that will push her to the limit. With the addition of psychic powers, Samus can manipulate mechanisms and enhance her combat, adding a new layer of strategy to the gameplay. The psychic powers Samus now wields allow her to manipulate the environment and her enemies in new ways, making this game a thrilling evolution of the series. First announced in 2017 and fully revamped under Retro Studios in 2019, Metroid Prime 4 has evolved into Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, with a focus on cinematic storytelling and dynamic, fast-paced action. The game will be available on both the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2, with the latter offering enhanced visuals, 4K at 60 FPS or 1080p at 120 FPS, and mouse controls using the Joy-Con 2 controllers, taking advantage of the Switch 2's advanced features. So, there you have it. 20 AAA games that'll totally elevate your Nintendo Switch 2 experience. Which ones are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more gaming content.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.